So alive, and tonight I'm thinking I don't wanna go.
What's up everyone? Welcome to another Q&A video on my channel. So I did do a part 1 of this a couple of videos ago. If you haven't watched that, make sure you watch it because this is sort of like a continuation to that, and I do reveal a couple of things there. So I did receive many interesting questions on my Instagram when I'd asked you like 2-3 days ago. So I thought, why not answer it in today's real, uncut, raw Q&A video. So yeah, I'm not editing this video at all, which is why I'm calling it uncut and raw. And yeah, let's just quickly get into this. I do have my iced coffee here because I'm quite parched and I had a very hectic day today. So you should also grab a drink, snack, whatever you want, and chill with me for the next 15-20 minutes. So yeah, let's quickly go through all the questions. There are so many. Okay. Hello, Anne Mary asks, how are you so confident and pleased with yourself? So I think I definitely come across as a confident person. I know this because a friend of mine had told me this, and I was like, oh, like I did not know this. So I understand why people might think that, especially honestly from a camera perspective, it does look like I'm like the most confident person out there. But I wouldn't say I'm not confident. I think I'm a mix. Like I think most of us are. I'm confident in some areas. I'm not very confident in other areas. So yeah, I think it's like a mix. But I would say that if I'm appearing as confident to all of you, must be because I feel when it comes to my personality and how I interact with people, like just in general, I'm confident about that. I'm confident about my personality and how I am appearing, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not sounding too narcissistic. I don't mean that. But yeah, I just feel, I think that confidence in myself, in my personality is what probably people can see, and they assume that I'm just confident in life about everything, which is not true. So yeah, I think that's probably why people find me confident. Was everyone around you supportive of the decision you made regarding YouTube? Yes, thankfully. I mean, I'm really glad. This was asked by Meg Fam. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting to say the names. Yeah, actually, my family was pretty supportive. Everyone was supportive around me, so that was great. Wait, actually, I will start from the bottom so that there's some order. Otherwise, I'll just get confused. Okay, what's ideal boyfriend according to you? Asked by Aruvi. So well, if you have watched the previous Q&A, you know that I have a boyfriend, and it's been a while, and we are in a long distance relationship, just to catch you up in case you haven't watched that video. So what's an ideal boyfriend? I think for me, it's very important that the person is broad-minded, needs to have a very broad and non-judgmental outlook on life, and they need to 100% be a good listener, be understanding. I think in any relationship that is important, so have that trait in them. And also specifically for me, like I feel who's compatible is someone who is calm and centered and not hyper like me. I feel that is what really balances my personality out. Like I don't think I'm calm and centered. I'm quite hyper and all over the place. So I feel an ideal boyfriend would be someone who is calm and centered, understanding, good listener, handsome, never hurts. So yeah, I got lucky in all those areas. So what else? Who gifted you butter? My boyfriend. Now you guys know. Also for anyone who's like, what the hell is butter? Because it's just in one vlog I mentioned that I got a new camera and my camera's name is Butter. So in that vlog I had mentioned in like one line literally that someone special gifted it to me. Yes, it is my boyfriend. Your father was in army at which rank? Lots of love. Gracie asks. Thank you so much. And oh god. My dad was a full colonel in the army. How did you think of starting your YouTube journey? I think I've answered this before, but yeah, I mean, I probably was like in some random vlog. I started my YouTube channel because I looked at many Indian creators during that time. There was Shreya, there was Devashree, there was Dhwani, and I was looking at their channels and I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like they get to show so much of their talent and so much of their love for different things and hobbies on camera and share it with like everyone. And I found that concept so cool, and I was like, I need to start my channel. And at that point, it was DIYs. Really wanted to just do DIYs and put it out there for people to see. And of course, I also wanted to share different other hobbies that I'm interested in, which eventually, of course, led me to where I'm right now. So I think that's what really made me feel like, I want to start my own YouTube channel. What is your deepest fear? This is by Creative Palakshi. My deepest fear would be, I think, to lose a loved one. Yeah, I'm pretty scared of that. Inspiration by Twinkle asks, your relationship with your parents. Being busy, how do you manage to give them time? This is a great question. I think, especially like right now, okay, this is of course the busiest I could get for now. I'm posting every single day. It is crazy. I'm crazy busy, a lot of work, but I always make sure that I'm having at least one meal with my parents. In fact, to be honest, I have both meals, like lunch and dinner, with my family, with my entire family. So that's definitely a way that I do spend time with them. Another way is that no matter what, raat ko after dinner, after I wrap up whatever work I have left, for 1 hour we will all watch a series together. We've been watching the haunting of the Bly Manor together, and it's been so much fun. So I remember, like, every night, every day I would start working, and after finishing work I'd always look forward to that 1 moment, that 1 hour spent with my family. So I think that's how I make sure that I do give my parents and my family time, apart from being crazily busy with work. Nitya asks, will you ever go and settle in South Korea? Oh Lord, I wish. I really wish. I definitely want to first visit, right? And settling, like, I would never say never, so I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna settle. But abhi to I honestly don't think. But visit wise, yes, please. I'd like to visit so many times, and probably once I visit, you that's when you get an actual taste of the country, of the city, and then maybe I can for sure say. But for now, I'm not gonna say never, because you never know. Your opinion on quitting things, by Bhargavi. Don't quit. That's my simple opinion. I feel people quit too soon, and sometimes even when you're trying for so long, just when you're about to like get that thing, you unfortunately quit, and that's the saddest thing that could happen. So no, I don't think you should quit. If you are passionate and you really love doing that one thing, or follow that dream of yours, you should not quit. That's how I see life in general. But if it's something that you're like, giving it a shot, and then once you feel that it's not working out for you and you're not really attached to that goal or that dream so much, then yeah, I mean, quit. Move on to something better. Move on to something that's bringing you more happiness and joy and success even. So yeah, that's my opinion on quitting things. What was your parents' reaction when you said you want to be a full-time YouTuber? Nidhi, asked by Nidhi. So there was never a time where I was like, one day came and I told my parents, Mama, Papa, I want to be a YouTuber. Because it just happened. I can answer this question, like how my parents' reaction was when I told them, I want to start my YouTube channel. That wasn't the question, no? Yeah, full-time YouTuber, yeah. So as a career, it just happened. Like, even I didn't know if it was gonna work out. Even my parents, like, they didn't even know kya main kar rahi hu channel pe, honestly. But when I did make the first video, I showed it to my mom, and she was so confused. She's like, okay, ye kaun dekhega? I will never forget her reaction. She was genuinely so lost and confused, as in, what is the point of all this? And I completely understand that, because that time YouTube was just like, it wasn't seen as a career for sure. And for my mom, she was just like, why would people watch you? Like, she was genuinely, and even I was like, even I don't know why people would watch me, because there are already so many YouTubers or content creators out there. Mujhe nahi pata tha, but I just told her that, eventually people will watch me, and Thank God that is the case. So yeah, they were never like, no, no, don't do YouTube. Not like that. They were also in the journey with me from the beginning, and yeah, now they understand, they can see that it can become a career if you are consistent and lucky also. And yeah, it's now they're very supportive of it, so I'm grateful. I really want to know Bangalore life for students, especially those staying away from home. A life under moonlight is asking me this. Basically, college experience with little insight for the outsiders staying away from home, like girls, since you studied your college, did your college there. So, firstly, it's a like this is a huge long conversation, so I'm gonna put it very briefly. I think it is a great college life experience. I had a great experience, but I think college life, like for many, it's mixed in the sense like one person could really bash the college and be like, it was the worst experience of their life, and the other could be like, it was the best experience of their life. Thankfully for me, there are disadvantages like any other college, studying in Christ as well, but for me, I had the best time in college, despite Christ being very strict, like in terms of rules. Even for a college in Bangalore, I think colleges in Bangalore generally are more strict, but Christ University has a reputation of being really strict, like a school almost. So yeah, I feel safety wise, if you're, for example, if you're staying in college car dorm, it's quite safe because they have again very strict curfews. If you're staying in PGs near college, which is what I did, again the PGs itself, they have their own curfews, I think by 9 or 10. So that way also it's quite safe. Even the street is quite safe because it's just filled with college students. It's always busy. That's how it was when I was studying there. And yeah, that's what. And safety wise, like city wise, it's as safe or not safe like any other city in India. So that is up to your discretion. But yeah, otherwise I would highly recommend. I loved studying in Christ. A lot of cons and pros. You have to see which course, because the teachers also matter a lot. The department matters a lot. For me, my main life revolved around dance and the cultural activities in college, which is top notch. If you're interested in cultural activities, 100% Christ over any other college in Bangalore. So yeah, just see what you want from college life and then weigh in your options. But yeah, personally for me, I had a great experience, and yeah, I would recommend anyone to come here and study. Dia Jen 124 asks, how were you when you were a teenager? That is a great question. Like, let me think. It's been a while. I would say I don't think I was a rebellious teenager, like, the stereotypical picture that people paint. I think I was more rebellious than my brother for sure. I don't think my brother went through a phase like that. I did, like, slightly, not like, oh, bhai, baal काट के गंजी होके घूम रही हूँ, पता नहीं मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, but you guys get the point, like the picture I'm trying to paint. So I wasn't that rebel, but I was slightly rebellious. Like I was like, no, why should I do that? Let me wear whatever I want, that sort of rebel. So yeah, but I think otherwise I was a decent teenager. Probably my parents, especially my mom, should answer this. Let me know. Mama, please comment down below. I know you're watching this video. Let everyone know what an amazing teenager I was. Oh god. Alicia asks, a stupid question, but how is your surname pronounced? It's not a stupid question because I feel many of you get my pronunciation wrong, and I'd rather just, say the correct one so that you all know. It's pronounced as Varghese, okay? There are two spellings of this name. One is Varghese, which is the more common one, and that is pronounced as Varghese. And since this is Ver, it's Varghese. I hope you guys can find the difference. So it's Meghna Varghese, Meghna Varghese, Meghna Varghese. Get it in your head, Meghna Varghese. Okay. Okay. What advice? Okay, Alicia herself, she asks again. What advice would you give to your 18-year-old self? I think I'd tell her that I'm glad she waited for the right guy, definitely. And two, I would tell her that you're not defined by the opinions and labels that your peers, your teachers, or anyone around you try to put on you. Did that make sense? Was my English correct? I think I just put some sentence. But yeah, like, you are not defined by the labels that others try to thopify on you. And I think I did struggle with that for a bit when I was 18, 19 in college. But yeah, now I realize, like, Meghna, you are who you are, and life is beautiful. That's like mine and my best friend's motto. Life ka motto is that anything happens, me and my best friend like, Meghna, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Kuch bhi ho, life is beautiful. So, yeah. Your thoughts on long distance relationships? Monica Kamble. It's, I think, I mean, there's nothing wrong. Thoughts as in kya? Okay, let me clear this. I know many people have this notion that long distance relationship is really tough and it basically leads to a broken relationship. But no, I really don't believe that. I think if you are with the right person, it's easy. Even it's not even normal, it's easy. And that's something me and my boyfriend always talk about, like how anyone who comes across like me or him and we have conversations about relationships, boyfriend, girlfriends, and we tell that, you know, we've been in long distance for so many years, the first reaction of anyone naturally is that you know, oh god, you know, so sorry, it must be so tough. And for me and my boyfriend, we're just like, no, it's pretty chill. Like, I think it's pretty chill. Of course, it does get tough, especially if you haven't met them for 3 years. It does get tough towards the end. But that's more so because you miss that person, not so much because you're fighting so much and, you know, there's so much insecurity and, like, I don't know what people go through. For me and my boyfriend, it's been the smoothest ride ever. It's very chill. Both of us are very chill people. So everything's good. Long distance, in my opinion, is great. It also, I think, pros wise, because I'm assuming if long distance hai, you're literally being forced into that situation. It's not like anyone is going to be there and be like, I pick long distance relationship. Aisa to nahi hone wala. So clearly you are put into that situation. So if you are in that situation, I think the pros are that you really get to grow by yourself and find yourself more, see what brings you joy and happiness, and spend time by yourself instead of with your boyfriend or with your partner. So I feel that way I have grown a lot alone. Even he has grown a lot by himself. And I think it's just pros, yeah. And cons, I think, only happens when you don't have a healthy relationship or a healthy dynamic. And thankfully that's never been the case with me and my boyfriend. It's been pretty chill, and the biggest con for both of us is, of course, we just miss each other and we wish we could meet. That's the only things. But otherwise, long distance relationship, if you feel you're with the right person, go for it. Don't just break up because long distance hai. That though, I never understand. Yeah, so many of my own friends, like, they're with a nice guy or a nice girl, but the moment, you know, kahin jana, like kuch long distance ka ho gaya, they're like, arey abhi breakup karna padega. I mean, I really don't think that should be the case. Try it out. If you feel that person is worth it, why won't you at least give it a shot? So yeah, do try it out if you are in that situation. Don't just give up on it if it's the right person, is what I mean. What have you studied and what are you studying right now? I did answer this question in my previous Q&A, so you can watch that. Khushi. What else? Samyukta asked, do you feel focusing on being productive at all times can be exhausting? Okay. Yes, it can be. It has been. And I think last year I really struggled with that. But then I have gotten much better this year. Yeah, that's all I can say, and I'm very, very glad about that, because it was super exhausting to be like, nahin, I have to be productive all the time. Like, kuch bhi karu, I have to be productive. And that's been the thought I've had since last year. Thankfully, it's changed a lot now, but yeah, it is exhausting. Your parents, brothers, friends' response and reaction on all your videos, asked by Nidhi. I mean, my parents are pretty proud of my videos. Like, they genuinely, sometimes they even ask, like, Meghna, how do you know all of this? It's like, tujhe ye sab kaise pata? So yeah, they do, I think they are proud. They also make fun of certain things of mine, like my brother especially, वो तो मजाक ही उड़ाता है मेरा. So yeah, and even my friends, they're very supportive. So yeah, positive reaction mixed with pulling my leg, which is normal in any close relationship. Okay. Samyukta asks, how do you take care of self when your entire career revolves around digital media? I think it can get toxic, but in my case, thankfully, I have never, in fact, if anything, I've just seen it as a pro, in the sense I feel being in this career, being on social media has helped me to improve myself more, because I feel I'm accountable to so many people, and I also think that there's so many people who actually look up to me, so many younger people, and that pushes me in the right way to do better, to be better. And so in my case, it's been a positive effect, but I can see sometimes it does sort of pull you in, like the entire social media toxic culture of seeing everyone's stories and feeds and be like, "Arey, mera life itna perfect kyun nahi hai?" And me being a creator myself, I tend to compare my feed or my content or my life even with other creators ka thing, and I'm just like, oh my god, they have it all together. Oh shit, everything is so perfect for them. But also, again, being a creator, I understand that it is everyone's highlight reel. No one's posting their stories or their Instagram pictures or their YouTube videos when they're going through a really rough time. That's not, usually they don't do that. So yeah, I do understand that it is everyone's highlight reel. It's also my highlight reel. It's not like I'm out there being very realistic and showing you when I'm not down in the dumps feeling really bad. I mean, who feels like picking up the camera when you're crying, right? I mean, sometimes you can document it, sometimes it could be cathartic, it could be therapeutic, but in most cases, not everyone's gonna vlog and be like, oh, here's my entire day when I'm going through shit. I don't think people vlog like that. So I do understand it's everyone's highlight reel, and now I don't compare anymore at all. In fact, I'm very happy, and digital media, in fact, has pushed me to be better. So it's all good. What is your education qualification? Answered that already. Okay, there's so many questions, guys. Interesting question. So Tilly Nums, I think, oh, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your username. What made you shift your content approach? Very interesting question. I think what really made my content shift is because I'm really formulating an answer in my head so that it makes sense when it comes out. Okay, so I think on my channel, since I've begun, I've always maintained one thing that has been constant, and that is my content reflecting on the person I am reflecting to. What is English? Okay, basically my content reflects the person I am at that very moment or that phase of life. So when I was making DIY videos, that's exactly what I was passionate about. I DIY'd everything. I never even bought any home decor. I always DIY'd stuff. And then when slowly that started weaning off, I started getting a lot into makeup and stuff. I was like, that's it. I'm going to make videos on makeup and do tutorials. And more than tutorials, I was very interested in reviewing products. So a lot of my older videos are beauty products ke reviews, which that time, like, it used to do really well, and I used to have an audience for that as well, which is crazy to believe now. And I do know a lot of you still follow me, so thank you for that. But yeah, so that time I was passionate about makeup and beauty and hair and skin and all that, and I made videos on that. And then I think 2 years back, or maybe even 3 years back, I was like, I'm not doing that much of makeup. Maybe I'm losing interest in that. I started doing very basic makeup, like what I have done now. This is what I do all the time. So it didn't make sense for me to make makeup tutorials, because मैं नहीं करती हूँ वैसा makeup anymore. So why will I make videos on that? And I stopped buying a lot of makeup products as well, because firstly, it was really cluttering my space, and I wasn't using most of them because, well, I wasn't doing a lot of makeup. So all in all, I was like, Meghna, why are you making this content if you're not anyways living that life? That felt inauthentic to me as a person. So that's when I started really just changing from makeup. again, I've always been a person who's into productivity, lifestyle, just lifestyle, okay, not just productivity, just lifestyle in general. So if you have been part of my channel for a while, you know that I still talk about beauty products, I still talk about skincare, hair care, I still talk about random things. BTS ke baare mein bahut bolti hu. I vlog a lot. Food things, I mean food things, food recipes, productivity, planning, I share a lot. So now that's why I just call my channel lifestyle channel, because it's become a little of everything, and I really like the way it is right now. I'm very comfortable, and it is who I am right now. Whatever you see on my channel is exactly who I am. So I think it really shifted to this style a year ago, mainly when quarantine began, right? And then I was like, I'm just gonna vlog at home and just share with you whatever I'm doing here. So I started learning Korean, I shared that. I started applying all these productivity hacks and stuff, I shared that. I got a new planner, shared all of that. So I think that's how the shift seems. But yeah, it's always been authentic to who I am as a person in terms of my content. Oof. Yeah, I hope I made sense. I think I spoke a lot. I said something at all. Rinal asks, share something about your dating life. I miss going on dates. That's all I can say. Like, I mean, virtual dates are there, but 3 saal, yaar, too much. Are you thinking of launching any merchandise? Mrinal again asks. Not really. I mean, I want to, but I just feel like there may not be an audience to buy my merchandise, so I'm like, okay, maybe not now. I don't know, let me know, guys. What's your view on marriage system in India? Prajakta asked me this, and I think, by marriage system in India, you probably mean the arranged marriage system, which is, I guess, exclusive to Indian culture and maybe South Asian culture as well. But for me, I think it's chill, as long as arranged marriage may be like the person gets to know each other, it is fine. I don't think it's fine if in an arranged marriage setting where you just meet where you just meet the person for 1 day or 2 days and you're like, ab shadi kar lo ya karwa lo, maybe parents are deciding that for you. No, I don't believe in that at all. I think that's literally luck. Like, it could go either ways. Abhi ke jo bhi arranged marriage, like a lot of my family relatives, everyone's gone through the arranged marriage system itself through all these online matrimonial websites, and there's nothing wrong in that at all. In fact, it's great. Like, there's a platform like that if people can meet each other, even if it's through families, as long as the girl and the guy have time to like get to know each other and interact with each other one-on-one, and they themselves take the decision to get married, there's no problem at all. I think it's just a great avenue to get married if you're okay with it. So yeah, I personally don't see anything wrong as long as you're not forced into it in any way. What was your inspiration behind starting the YouTube channel? Nayak Nidhi, I just answered that, right? Like, basically I was just into DIYs, and I was like, wow, everyone around me like having these, not everyone around me, whoever I watched on YouTube, it was so cool that they could do all of these things, and I also wanted to do a lot of those things on my channel, which is what I ended up doing. Yeah. Okay, do you want to get married in the next 5 years? Asked by Ambitious Eyes 20. Yes, definitely. I do want to get married. Have you ever been through any controversy related to YouTube? No, not really. And I'd like to keep it that way. How long has it been, guys? Wow, I can't even see the time on there. Okay. What else? How did you become an army? I answered this in one of my live streams, but I'll answer again because I think many of you actually have this same question. This is asked by It Deepti. So I became an army back in 2020 Feb 1st. I watched a medley of songs done by Simrali. They're a YouTuber family, musicians as well, and I love Simrali. So one of their medleys had Boy With Love in the songs, in their list of song, and I was like, wow, this song is so cool. I want to know who sang it, who sang the original, and I found out it's BTS. I of course knew about BTS, like heard of them, but I've never watched anything or listened to any of their songs. So then I started watching all of their music videos, got to know a lot about their music. Then I was like, oh, I'm really interested. I was very much into V, Taehyung, and I was like, that guy is so freaking cute. I want to know more about him. So I started watching a lot of VK videos, and then I didn't think I would actually start watching every other member K videos, but that's what happened, and now I'm just an OT7 army. So yay, that's how I became army. Okay, so this video is already past 30 minutes, so that's quite a long time. I was going to answer a lot more because there's so many questions. Like, I genuinely wish I could just sit for hours and just answer all your questions, but then I also know किसी को मुझे इतने टाइम नहीं देखना है, तो I'm sorry that this video is already so long, but yeah, I think I have answered many of those questions. If I say anything different, I will just let you all know. Did you ever have braces? Janvi asks. Yes, I did. I had braces from 10th standard, if I believe. Yeah, 10th standard se. I had it for like 2 years, so I did have braces. Really needed them. Like, yeah. Are you happy with your job currently? Koili asks. Yes, I am pretty happy with my job currently. Midula asks, what do you do when you're not in a right space mentally? Love you and your content so much. Thank you so much, Midula. I think there are a couple of things I do. In fact, yesterday only I even put it on my stories. Like, I had such a terrible night. Like, I was literally crying my eyes out, okay? Just me being dramatic. But yeah, I clearly have those days even now. And despite of what people think that, wow, I'm always happy. That's never the case with any human being. So just keep that in mind. But in my case, there are 3 things I do. I think one is that I let myself be. I cry it out. I sleep it off. I even like find comfort in listening to sad songs. I genuinely find comfort doing that. So I do that. If not that, I would journal it out. Just putting my thoughts on paper is so freeing. And another thing that I do, which is like the last resort, is talk it out with someone. I don't think it should be the last resort, but it's just me as a person. I find it hard to reach out to people when I'm feeling very vulnerable. Like, it's just it's a negative trait of mine. I'm working on it. I've gotten much better to open up about my vulnerabilities with my loved ones. So yeah, I do that in fact now. So I think these 3 are the main ways I deal with stress, anxiety, or when I'm in a bad mental space. What else? Berry Chi Tan 7. You never answer my question. What? Please answer this. What do you do when you get bored? Lot of love from Bangladesh. Lots of love to you, firstly. Secondly, what do I do when I get bored? Believe it or not, I never get bored. I don't know what boredom is. Like, I know some of you will be like, what? But I genuinely don't get bored. Ever. You can keep me in an empty room for hours. I can entertain myself. I never get bored, guys. So unfortunately, I'm the wrong person to answer this. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right? Like, there's so many similar questions. Who is the role model of your life? Luna Gala asks. Right now it's BTS, 100%. Yeah, it's my spam asks, how's your mental health? Currently, it's okay. I would say it's okay to good. So it's on the positive, which is great. So thank you for asking that. I think that's it. Yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video by giving this video a big thumbs up, and if you'd want to watch more Q&As. I really like doing this very chill Q&A where I've literally not editing. I mean, I will edit both the clips out, but other than that, I'm not going to cut beach mein. But yeah, it just feels very chill and completely raw, if that makes sense. And even my cold coffee bhi almost khatam ho gaya. Yeah, I will see you all in my next June journey video. I can't believe, right? Like, it's almost like only 10-11 videos left. Wow, it's been a journey. It's really been a journey. Yeah, and thank you so much for all the love and support. I think that's what's really letting me go through this hectic phase. So yeah, I will see you in tomorrow's June journey video. Till then, stay happy, positive, and blessed, and stay safe, guys. Bye.
Oh.